Today we are doing a fixer-upper. So this is another episode of the Deligracy Build Crest Challenge, and in this episode we are doing the fixer-upper house. So this house is actually a base game house in Oasis Springs that I think Deli just moved over into this world and then made it like a fixer-upper. I think originally it had like stuff and like dust everywhere on the interior, but that I didn't install this world when I had Bust the Dust installed. I always take Bust the Dust out of my game because it's just so annoying. So I didn't have it in my game when I downloaded this world. So because of that, I don't think the dust was around. But regardless, it's still a fixer-upper. It is kind of an odd layout for this whole entire little house, but you know what? I think I made it work. I think I changed it up enough where it looks pretty good. And I actually really love the backyard of this house. If I lived in this house, I would be happy. I kind of decided that I was going to do definitely something that was like sort of 70s inspired, a little vintage, and definitely bright. Those were kind of like the things that I was going for because I don't really do a whole lot of bright builds. Like I kind of just do things that are like neutral, and so I was like, you know what, we're gonna change it up and we're gonna do something fun and different. So that's what we did, and that's what I'm doing here. The layout changes a little bit from what you see now, but for the most part, things remain pretty colorful and fun. And I definitely wanted it to have like a 1970s sort of vibe, which is why I used like these couches, because I just thought that they looked really cool, and I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. It's so different than anything that I normally do, so I was like, this is a pretty cute house. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that maybe the Sims that lived here were one of them's like an influencer or something. I don't know. I was taking also inspiration from like Dakota Johnson's house, but nothing like too crazy because there's another build I also just did recently where I also used inspiration from her house, but that was kind of my idea, was just like somebody like her would live here, like somebody cool. So yeah, the layout does change a little bit from what you see here, like I said, but I think that it turned out like a really cute house. I'm seriously not used to doing this type of build, but yeah. What else can I say about it? Um, I used a lot of cute stuff in it. No CC, of course, just regular game content. Unlike the last challenge I did, this one I did not just stick to base game because I was not about to do that again to myself because it's so just like boring. Base game is boring. And I wanted to add a lot of plants in here, so I did. I added a ton of plants in this house. So whoever lives here definitely likes taking care of plants. But yeah, so this is I think we're coming up on moving to the kitchen next. But the living room was so fun to decorate. I really loved it. And then the kitchen, I used like these green not tiles, what are they called? Countertops. And there's dual stoves with dual stove tops. So pretty cool if you ask me. But I really like the way it turned out. And then and I also use these snowy escape ones. Like I was like, oh, maybe it's like a little add-on, like something extra. And then of course we needed some of these things for our plants and whatnot. And I really like the way the kitchen turned out. I think it looks really cute. I think that it's definitely a giant kitchen, but I think it's really cool. And then there's like a little dining room right next to it. And I think that the layout I think it's actually really good. Now that I think about it. I think it's a really nice layout. The house, I believe, does get a tiny bit bigger because it ends up being a 3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, I believe. So, yeah, 2 of them are actual bedrooms, and then one of them is like an office area for a sim who is like a YouTuber. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it has one of those little stations inside of it. But yeah, so yeah, we're coming up on me trying to figure out how to do the rest of this because I really liked the way it turned out, but I actually end up adding a wall right there in front of where that fireplace is because I just felt like it was so open that it kind of needed to be closed off a little bit. And there was also I also needed to put another door for a bathroom because I end up moving that bathroom that's currently like in the back of those bedrooms towards the front, so that the person who's in the room across the hall from here, next to the dining room, has the ability to use the bathroom without having to go through somebody's room. So, yeah, I really love the way that this looks, though. I think it's so bright and colorful and fun. It's just really different than things that I'm usually used to doing. Here you'll see that I was like originally going to go for like a bathroom, but I ultimately decided to go for just like a little add-on, because it's a fixer-upper. Like, if it's a fixer-upper, you can add onto it if you want. That was me checking the rules to make sure I was allowed to add onto it. But yeah, so I added on like this really cool like back patio area, and you'll see as things come along more how cool the backyard is. I love the backyard. I think that, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I think that it's really, really cool. Um, and then that's going to be a bedroom right there. I was really struggling with where to put a bathroom, which is why you'll see here in a second things change. But I was going to put this bathroom here, and it was going to be like a little Jack and Jill bathroom. But then you'll see that I'm like, where am I going to put another bathroom? Yeah, it was kind of a, because I didn't want to add on too much, but I did want to add on a little bit. So, yeah, that room becomes a bedroom, and then those rooms are bedrooms. Oh, that's me moving the stuff around so that we have the ability to have a easy entrance to the bathroom. Um, there's that extra wall I was talking about. I think it looked really good though. It just kind of added a little bit more character to the house, and it made it like a little hallway, which is fine. I was really struggling with finding a picture to put there though, because it's kind of hard to find good art. That's like something that we're kind of missing in this game, is like there's like some really good paintings, like don't get me wrong, but I don't want to use the same painting like 1,000 times in a house. That's just not realistic. And there needs to be paintings on every single wall in the house, obviously. This bathroom also, I decided to make it still kind of a little dated, so I used like this paneling here. It kind of reminded me of like that wood that was very common in houses from the 60s and 70s, mostly from the 70s, I think. But I really like the way it turned out. I think that it's very simple, very easy, like very easy build, honestly. Like this whole build just really came together for me, like in my head the whole time. I was just like constantly going over like, okay, I want to do a house with this theme, and I know where to find things that match this theme. So that was good. This right here, this is the master bedroom, and it is kind of crammed and it is a little small, but that is all right because I think that's also kind of realistic for this type of house. It's just like the way that things were in these types of houses, like very small. So that's kind of what I was thinking for this build. This room is the master, like I said. So, and then outside we've got like that little area. I think it's so cute. This house also does not have a TV in the common areas, which is something that I've noticed I've been doing a lot in my builds. So I want to make sure that like in the future I add TVs to common areas, because I've noticed that I've been putting them like just in the master bedroom and nowhere else. That's kind of how our house used to be before we got a TV in our living room. We just had it in our bedroom, so maybe that's kind of like where my mind's at right now. This room is the office area, and I was definitely thinking like this is for like an influencer, like some type of influencer. So that's this room. I think it turned out really nice, and if I was like a YouTuber in, well, I guess I technically am because I'm doing this, but like if I was like a fancy YouTuber with like a background, I'd do something like this, I guess. I thought that maybe they were like a movie reviewer or something, because I did put up some movie posters, I think. Yeah, movie posters. For a second, I was like, did I put up the G Fuel? No, I didn't put up G Fuel. I put up, yeah. And then this is a bedroom for, I'm guessing, like a teenager. And I really like the way that it looks. I think it's a pretty cozy room. Honestly, I really love that little light that like illuminates the stars. That's really cute. But this is like a little office, or not office, a little bedroom for a teenager, and it's pretty cute in my opinion. There is a computer in here, so they do have the ability to be on their computer. And I added in just like some of these panelings like throughout the house just for some like consistent, interesting wall stuff going on. This is the backyard. So this is my favorite part of the whole build. I'm not going to lie. I think that it turned out so cute and I would love to have a backyard like this. In fact, my backyard is actually kind of like this in the sense like I have a pool, I have a bar, I got a sitting area now. We just got that like in April. We got like an outdoor we got outdoor furniture in April. It was awesome. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Here I saw something on TikTok of somebody who like made a swim up bar, but I couldn't figure out how to get that to work. So yeah. Oh, and then I had to add in a bin because I forgot one. So yeah, this is the exterior of the house. I would honestly, I have a lot of this stuff in my backyard, but the way that this is just like the way that it just looks so serene, like so nice. I would definitely want to go to a party here. And that was kind of my idea. I was thinking that like whoever lives here, they definitely have parties, you know? Yep, full bar out here, definitely really nice. Yeah, and I was playing around with some of that stuff, but I was just like, I don't really like it that much. So, and then of course had to add in some pride flags around because when I'm filming this, it is June, but of course this is not going to be out till July because I am pre-recording a bunch of videos so that I can have a consistent schedule for July. But yeah, I added in some pride flags, and I think that they all just look really cute. And these lights, oh my gosh, I love these little lights. If you shrink them down, they like fit perfectly. So I was like, heck yeah. But overall, that is the house. So that's pretty much all I did. Oh, adding in some candles now for some mosquito repellent. But yeah, so that's the house. We're about to move into the pictures so that we can see what it looks like. But that is the build. So if you enjoyed this, you can actually download it on the gallery underneath my username, which is URDADDISON. And it is available on there. It's called like build number 2, Fixer Upper Deli Newcrest 2 or something like that. But you can find the link to my username in the description down below. But I think I'm gonna let the photos finish out the rest of this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna be pushy, but if you want, you can. But yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!